7th Street Blues. This is a fun one. Now, you will notice that there are pedal markings. So we're going to be using the pedal with this song. And every time there's a dip, you're supposed to raise up on the pedal and put it back down just to clear the sound. Now we're going to start with our hands close to each other. Your left hand is going to be on C and E. That's below middle C to C below middle C. And then your right hand is going to be playing G and B below middle C. And then your hands will move up one note at a time and keep playing those chords. It sounds like this. Now you notice that they suggest the fingering of your 1 and 3 finger for all of the chords. Now let's move on to the third measure. In the third measure they throw in a flat. You're going to have play an A flat. That is an accidental flat, which means you only play it in that one spot. And if you ran into it in the next measure, you wouldn't play it unless it's marked flat again. And it goes like this. And you notice your left hand holds that chord because it's whole notes, so it holds for the whole measure, while your right hand plays the C and then the E, 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 D. Now with the pedal on, you don't have to worry too much about holding the whole notes because your pedal will do it for you. If you didn't have pedal, you'd need to make sure to keep those fingers down. With pedal, it's not as essential. Now, measure 4. We change to F and G on the left hand, and E and B on the right hand. And it's the same situation. You're holding the whole notes, while the right hand plays E, 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 D. So here is all of the first line. Now you'll notice it says poco retard in the last measure, which means you can slow down a little bit in that measure. Let's go to the second line. Now the left hand basically stays where it was at, except now you're going to be playing C and G. Your right hand moves up to this position here. You're going to be playing your 3 finger on E, and your left hand will switch from this chord, the C and the G, to B flat and F. There's one of those accidentals again, a flat. Just that one time there when they mark it. It's not in the key signature. And so your left hand will play this first chord for a half note and the second chord for a half note, while your right hand plays its notes. It goes like this. Okay, and then it goes back to that same 2 chords for the next measure, for measure 6, while your right hand plays some half notes as well. Going to be those same, almost the same chords in the left hand. You're going to start with the C and G, and then you're moving down to the C on the top and the F on the bottom. While your right hand plays its notes, the right hand has E, E, E flat, D, C. Oh, sorry, gotta start up here. And then you stay basically kind of where you're at. You're going to play a G, whole note in the right hand, and you're going to scooch down 1 to the E and the B, and the left hand playing half note chords, and then to the G and D chord, while your right hand just holds that whole note, like this. And here is all of line 2. Back to the same sequence of 2 chords that we did before. C and G in the left hand, going to B flat and F, while the right hand plays E, E, F, E, F, just like it was in a measure 5. Then it's going to be a little bit different. The melody is going a different place. The left hand will go down to A and E, and then G or A flat and E flat, while the right hand plays this. And then left hand moves down one more to G and D, holds the whole note for the whole measure, while the right hand's going to play E flat, D, C, D. And then, last measure of the line, of line 3, we go back to C and G chord. C on the right hand, you hold that whole note, the whole measure, while the left hand plays its 3 chords. Okay, and here is all of line 3. Oh, sorry. Notice that the sound gets quieter here. It's got a decrescendo to piano, so you're getting quieter in this measure. Now, let's move to the 4th line. Your left hand is going to move up. F position, we're playing F, A, and C. And then your right hand is going to be here with playing your E with the 3 finger. And your left hand holds that whole note chord for the whole measure, while your right hand plays. Now you'll notice there are 2 G notes, but they are tied together with the tie marking. So whenever you see 2 notes that are the same and they're tied together with a tie marking, you only play it once. You just hold it for the length of time of the 2 notes. You don't have to play it twice. So I did not play the G the second time because it is tied. Okay, and then let's go to the next measure. The only change for the left hand is that instead of A, we're going to play A flat. So we have F, A flat, and C, and we're playing E, 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 E flat with the right hand. There's that great chromatic sound here in the blues. Love that. Now we're going to, in the next measure, move down one for our left hand. We're going to be playing E, G, and B. Lots and lots of triad chords in this song. We're going to be playing just the D with our thumb. We didn't even have to move our hands yet, but we will in a bit. We're going to go like this. Now notice they have a 3 finger replacing the 1 finger on the D. And that's just to set you up for the next measure where you play the same chord again. Then you'll notice a whole bunch of flats appear. You're going to move down to the black keys. You're playing your E flat, you're playing your G flat, you're playing your B flat. Then the right hand is going to play D flat. So the whole line, line 4, goes like this. We're to this triad chord on the left hand, D, F, and A. Your right hand's playing C with your thumb. There's another one of those tied notes. That E is tied to the other E. You only play it once. And then we move down again to, on the left hand, to D flat. Stay on the F and A flat. So, right hand on the C with your thumb. Now here, when you go to the next measure, you're going to cross your 2 finger over your thumb, and then your left hand's moving to a plain old C chord position. Then you go back up to your thumb, and then we're going going to move the left hand, F, A, and C, while you keep going with the right hand. Then it gets to play a chord, D sharp and G, while your left hand plays B and G. And that, you can tell, is about to launch into something else. But let's play all of line 5. There we go. And here we have something else going on. We're moving our right hand up. We're going to have our 3 finger on this E. We're going to have the left hand playing C and G with the 1 and 5. And then it's going to change to the next chord, which is B flat and F. Those are half notes, while the right hand plays its part. So you notice it matches up 2 notes in the right hand to the half note in the left. And then we have our 8th notes and a quarter matching up with the half notes on the left. And then they both get to play half notes in the following measure. We go back to this chord in the left hand. So it's going to be playing the same 2 chords it just did in the measure previous, in measure 21. While the right hand plays its half notes. Then back to that same chord again for the left hand. The right hand's playing 5 finger on E. Then left hand's going to move down to this chord, F and C, while the right hand plays. And then just stretch your thumb down a little bit to G, and you've got E and B in the left hand moving up to G and D. Here we go. Feel free to write note names if you need to, so you don't have to spend so much time figuring out what comes next, but challenge yourself. Don't write every note name. Here we go. Let's play the whole of line 6. Now we're going to do something similar on this line. C and G chord going to the B flat and F chord again. Now if you compare measure 25 to measure 21, you'll notice they're exactly the same. But then it's going to vary a little bit in the next measure, 26. Left hand scoots down to this chord here. We've got an A on the bottom and we have E on the top. The right hand playing little finger on G. Then we go to the flat chord, A flat, B flat. Again, we have a tied set of tied notes. On the right hand, those 2 C's are tied together. It's an 8th note tied to a quarter, so we're going to hold it for a beat and a half. Sorry. There we go. And then move the left hand to your G and your D. Right hand's going to be right here with 3 finger on E flat. Right hand back to the C and the G. Right hand playing its whole note on C, which lasts for the whole measure. Left hand goes to this B flat and F, and then the C and the G. And here is all of line 7. Starting on measure 29, stay right where you are for the left hand. You've got that C and that G chord. It's going to move to the A and the E chord, while the right hand plays some octaves, G to G, and then G back down to G. And it's going to do that again in the next measure too. So in the next measure, your left hand moves down to E and B, while your right hand does octaves again. And then the left hand gets to go to its flat, E flat, B flat, while the right hand goes down. Then down once more for the left hand, D and A, while the right hand plays its G's. Then flat it again. You've got your D flat and your, or sorry, G flat and your, no, D flat. D flat and your A flat. And then you've got your right hand playing. And the final chords of the song, we have C and G and E on the right hand. Then the last chord, let's hop ourselves up. We're playing middle C and E with the left hand. We're playing G and B with the right hand. So let's play all of line 8. Happy playing!